Hey, Jane here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so I know I was supposed to have done a reading at the end of last week for the general yes or no, but I actually had to scrap it because I just felt the reading was just very heavy. And I'm not too sure whether it was stuff you really needed to know. Maybe, we are going through a Mercury retrograde at the moment, and we're also going into Pisces season, and sometimes with all of that, things just get muddled up in communication. Was always affected during these times. I know the beginning of the week, the love reading was a little bit dismal, and probably a lot of people didn't get the answers that they wanted to hear, probably more what they needed to hear, and sometimes that is what's needed. We can't always hear what we want to hear, especially if you're getting yourself involved with someone and they're just not good for you, or they're just not right for you. It doesn't mean someone's a bad person, just sometimes, you're on different pages. And if they're not good for you, rather hear about it early on than waste a lot of time and energy with the wrong person, okay? And emotions, no one wants to be hurt, so sometimes it's just better just to find out, is this person good for me or not good for me, especially earlier on in the relationship. Okay, but yes, so this one's a general yes or no. It's not really pertaining to anything particularly. I will obviously try and read according to the cards what it is that you're asking. Please think about your piles very carefully, have your question in mind, but at the same time, remember I give you your guidance. Okay, I do these once again weekly, so we are then able to at least have a check-in to see how we're doing. The reason why I give the guidance first again is because it's better to know and understand your situation first, to understand why it's a yes or no. And once again, it's to check in your energies. Am I still battling through something? What is the solution to the problem? Am I missing a solution? Why is it always no? Why am I never getting a yes? Or why is it always yes and I'm never getting a no? This is why I do the guidance first, because it just helps you to check in, okay? If a pile does not resonate with you, then maybe come back to the beginning and think again. And if none of these resonate, then this isn't your reading this week, okay? Obviously, every reading is different for every person. Sometimes it's just literally one card. That's all you need to hear. Okay, and sometimes it's just the yes or no. All right. Okay, so for pile number one, it's going to be food. So it says here, nourishment, relationships, and health. Pile number two says winter, and it's got your reflection, transition, and release. Pile number three, it's got your problem solving, and it says your resolution. And pile number four is unicorn, and it's got your innocence, trust, and honesty. Okay. So again, take a deep breath in and out. And think about each one of these. Have a little bit of a prayer and ask for the angels to ground you, and think which one of these cards is going to give you the best yes or no to your current situation, or whatever it is that's bothering you the most right now. Okay, all right, so we're going to start with pile number one. Okay, so pile number one. Okay, so it's got your food, nourishment, relationships, and health. So your guidance for this week is to look at either your health or your relationships, but either which way, it's asking you to make sure, I think the middle word here, the word that I'm drawn mostly to here, is relationships. So make sure whatever relationship you're dealing with, whether it's friendship, whether it's partnership, whether it's business relationships, family relationships, make sure that it's healthy and that it's nourishing you. Okay. So I'm going to go into your tarot cards first, and then we'll go into the yes or no. So just keep those words in check here as we go through the reading. Nourishments, are they healthy? Relationships, are these relationships healthy, and are they for your highest good, in other words? Okay. Right, so your first card out, your current situation, we've got the Eight of Rods. Sorry. You then got your expectations, as we've got the Four of Cups. It wasn't reversed. Okay. Your hidden message here is the Three of Swords. we've got our advice card, which is the Two of Swords. And your final outcome to the question is your reversed King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who are dealing, who have chosen this pile, your current situation is something is coming to you fast and furiously. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is very much the card of fast moving. You could be having a lot of change, and this change is going to come to you very quickly, very fast, abruptly. You know, you could want to have a bit of air travel at the moment. You're considering some air travel, and that's just the current situation is what you're going through. Okay. The thing is, with this situation, whatever it might be, you are not too sure if you want to accept any offers right now. Okay. You are worried that whatever it is might not be good enough for you. You're worried that whether it's once again a person or a situation, you're not really too sure if you want to get into the situation. You're worrying that it's just not going to be good enough for your needs. You're trying to figure it out, before. You're just also trying to, maybe you're not ready for this. You might not be ready to take on this situation, okay? Your hidden message is that of the Three of Swords, which is one of heartache and loss, okay? So maybe that's why you're a little bit hesitant. You are probably maybe worried that the situation is going to bring you a lot of heartache and loss, and so therefore you still trying to figure it out in your head. Your advice here is to weigh up your options. Okay, so this is someone who's sitting there. You can see she's got her arms folded, so she's very defensive. She's got two swords on either which side, and she's got her eyes blindfolded. So she's really battling to see the situation at the moment. And there's also a card about a decision. Okay, she's quite defensive because she doesn't want to make a decision. And if you look at this card, this is someone who, look, there's your offer, rushing in, fast, coming. And you're going, okay, so I can take this offer. Then there's these ones here that have already been offered, and you're just sitting there contemplating. You're not too sure. You're not even looking at the offer at the moment. And that's why you are battling with the decision, because you're still trying to figure it out. And the advice is, weigh up your options. I can give you the yes or no to this situation, but really and truly it affects you more than it ever affects me. Okay. And then the outcome is the King of Pentacles reverse. So it's saying that someone here is quite stubborn. Okay, so someone here is just too rigid and stubborn. Okay, maybe the situation is too rigid and stubborn. Okay, so I think in order to help you before we get into yes or no, is ask yourself, does this situation nourish me, and is it healthy for me? Okay, no one else, for you. Okay, right. I'm going to put the yes or no cards here. I'm just going to pull it up so I just read the overall energy of the cards. Okay. Let me just bring these down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I know this isn't a love reading, but if you are checking in on love, okay, your answer here is definitely going to be no. And I think the reason being is you've got the Three of Swords, the three here, Three of Cups. Not seeing, you're refusing to see the truth. I have a funny feeling you might be in a third party situation here. Okay, so there's someone else, and that's why it's going to bring you heartache. This is going to be a no for most of you. There might be one or two of you, and I mean in any situation, this is competition, so that means you're going to have to fight. Do you really want to fight for this person if you're looking for love? Do you really want to, fight if there's someone else here? I don't think it's going to bring you they're saying, the loneliness, you might be choosing you might be scared of loneliness, and it's got change. I think, I think if it's a love situation, the answer is no. For literally one or two of you, it might mean you are too stubborn in the situation. So therefore, if it's you that's too stubborn in the situation, then maybe you need to relook at it. But I think for the majority of you, no matter what the situation is, I think it's not going to bring you the fulfillment that you are looking for. You want fulfillment. It's just saying, move on. I think it's time to move on, rather recover, withdraw. And think about this very carefully before you make an answer. Weigh up your options, but I think for majority your answer here is no. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next pile. Hey, welcome to those who have chosen to pile number 2. Okay, so we have got the winter card, which says here reflection, transition, and release. Okay, so before I even get into your reading, the word that stands out the most to me right here is transition. So I think you're in a phase of transitioning. Okay, so whatever you're going through right now, it's getting you ready for something better. Winter is a time that we need to stay indoors more. It's cold. It's more snuggly time to snuggle in with yourself or snuggle in with a good book. It's a good time for reflection, and it's telling you that there's something you need to release. So you need to reflect on what you need to release, because it's time to transition out of this into something better. Okay. So we're going to go into your cards, and then tarot cards, and then we'll go into your yes or no answer. Okay, I'm just going to adjust this quickly. It doesn't want to listen today. Oh gosh. Okay, let me try this then. Sorry. Okay, awesome. Try and bring it back. Okay, so your current situation, you have got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Your expectations is the Nine of Rods. Your hidden messages is Seven of Cups reversed. You then got your advice card as your Star card, and you have got the Seven of Swords as your final outcome. Okay, so your current energies is that one of having too many priorities. So you are just battling to adapt. You may be battling with time management at the moment. There's a lot that you want to do. You're just battling with when, who, and how. Okay, so as you can see, there's a bit of like rough seas behind you, and then there's calm seas. So what it's telling you is maybe you're battling to deal with the rough times with the calm times. We all love the calm times. No one likes the rough times. But at the moment, it's just something you just have to work with, okay? Maybe there's something that you're wanting to do. And again, remember, transition, reflecting, and change. Maybe you just need to figure out what needs to stay, what needs to go, what needs to be released. So there's a bit of a hint there. Again, the release card. So try and juggle what needs to go, so that you have a little bit of calmer waters, because you prefer the calm as opposed to the rough. Okay. Your expectations for the Nine of Rods. I think you're expecting that you're just having a bit of test of faith at the moment. You feel things are not moving forward. You're feeling frustrated. It's a card of standing in your ground and making sure that everything that you've done is for the betterment. I feel like this is really your final battle. Okay, once you've figured out what needs to be released, so that you can put your and transition into what you're really needing, you'll find that it will all be worthwhile. Okay, your final battle will then be over, and you'll start to see things moving forward. Okay. You've also got your hidden messages is the Seven of Cups. So this is about what you don't see in the situation at the moment is this is a time for you to take back your own personal power. This is a time to get very clear as to what you want and what you don't want. Okay, it's really and truly, it's a time to be very specific. So I think with your juggling as well, I mean, this is a card of, as you can see, there's so many options to life. So you might be juggling with all these things, you know. Do I want to be a family person? Do I want to, you know, stay at home and look after my children? Do I want to have a career? Do I want to have hobbies? And then you just juggling what's really important to you. In a relationship, you know, just juggling once again. What is it you're actually wanting in a relationship? So the reason why you've got all this happening right now is just, it's taking time to take back your personal power. So what they're saying to you is, you need to see, well, what is it that's best for you? You know, sometimes you feel like you have to be the perfect mother, you have to be the perfect wife, and you have to be the perfect woman, for example. As a man situation, you might feel like you have to be in the perfect job or whatever it is, and they're saying, well, what do you want? You know, if money was never a situation, what would you do? If your kids could be happy for you to go back to work, what would you do? Okay, so that's your hidden message. The Star card, again, the advice here is not to give up, not to lose faith, carry on wishing upon the star, carry on believing, carry on having faith that this is going to change for you, that this is going to work out. You just need to, you know, keep the faith. Don't lose your faith here. Okay, once again, this is a time of transition. It's a time of getting very clear as to where you want to go and what you want, but keep the faith while you're doing it. Okay, don't give up. Okay, because with your outcome, it's got you, you know, this is self-deception. It's saying that you need to confront your situation head on. This is not a time to diddle-daddle. Stop maybe worrying about that and just working on the situation head on. Okay, it's time for you to move. It's time for you to bring about what you want to bring, but you need to work with it head on. Stop deceiving yourself, you know. Look at your integrity here as well. You know, as long as everything's aligned with your integrity, it's not up to you to decide on anyone else. Okay, yes or no? Okay, so that's generally someone, you know, new prize, new home, new job. Okay, so you've got soulmate and mutual attraction here. You've got misunderstandings and breakup, miscommunication and breakup. You know, emotional stability, ignoring the positives, and then loss, being out in the cold, not getting what you're wanting. I think it's a yes, it's just not yet. Okay, so this is definitely moving into a positive light. There's obviously been a little bit of misunderstanding. You know, if it's a love question, you're not too sure whether this person is the right person for you. And they're saying to you, you know what, well, this is a time for you to really, really think about, okay, whether this is the right person for you or not. If it's a business partnership or a job-related situation, you're just trying to figure out if it's the right one for you. If you're asking if you're going to get a new job, then, or start a new project or get a new home, whatever it is, then the answer is yes, it's just not now, because it's a time to reflect. I mean, you know, God doesn't give us everything we want. He'll give you what you need first. So release the outcome. Reflect a little bit more. I mean, so maybe he's saying reflect a little bit more on what job you actually want. Think about this one first, okay? Decide more exactly what job do you want. Think about how you're going to juggle, if you're a mom, for example, how you're going to juggle the time between your job. Make a plan. Sit down and write out the plan of what you're going to do, so that if someone comes to you tomorrow and says, okay, so you got this job, it's 8 till 5, Monday to Friday, blah, 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 I need you to then travel for 2 weeks. Can you do that? Yes or no? So think about the situation in great detail, and then yes. The answer is definitely yes, but it's still going to take some time for the situation to resolve itself, and I think you need to go within in order to get it resolved. It's your final battle here. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you gave you the answers that you're needing. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will chat to you soon. Hello, and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 3. Okay. So, pile number 3, you're trying to resolve a problem. Okay, this is a card of resolution. You can see she's got a lot of puzzles missing from her brain at the moment. So you might be too much in your head at the moment. You might be thinking or overthinking too much, and you've got all these thoughts. You've got all these puzzling thoughts going through your head, and it's probably driving you insane. Okay, right. So let me get into your tarot cards first, which will give me an idea as to what you're going through, and then we will get into your yes or no. Okay, so your current situation is Temperance. Your expectations of the situation is the 4 of Pentacles. You've got the Tower card in reverse as the hidden message. You've got the 8 of Swords in reverse, your advice. And you've got the outcome of the 6 of Swords. Okay, so right, so those of you who have chosen pile number 3, right now at the moment you are trying to find more balance in your life. Okay, you trying very hard to do with a lot more moderation. You're trying to find more peace in your life. You're trying to be a little bit more patient. I think you're trying very hard to settle yourself down, because again, I think you've just got so much going on in your head, and you just don't know what to do, where to go, and how to do it. Okay, so I think you are working very hard at understanding, you're just needing some patience and self-care, and just, a lot of going within at the moment. Okay. The 4 of Pentacles just tells me that, you really are fearing a loss of some sort. You are holding on so tightly that you can't see the solution. Okay. That guy's holding, look, he's guarding everything. He is so defensive with his money. He is so, I'm not sharing my money, I'm not sharing my love, I'm not sharing my ideas. And you're holding on so tightly because you're so scared of making the wrong decisions here that you just need to free it up a little bit. Okay, so carry on working on your patience, carry on working on having a lot of more moderation in your life, and you'll find the answers. Okay. With your hidden situation, why are you sitting with this bit? Because once again, you fear. You're wanting an answer, you're wanting to change, you want your situation to change, but you're still having too much fear. Okay, this is a time of resolution. It's time to change. It's a time to transition, and you are petrified of this change. Okay, you really and truly so scared. But you want it, so this is you really wanting it. You're going deep within, but you're so scared, because I think you once again, you think you're going to have the Tower moment, but you don't realize that it's just you're changing. Okay. At least with the advice card, you've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, so you need to look at your thoughts. This is a woman, as you can see, she is tied up in a situation. She's got all these swords around her, like she's in a cage, and she can't find. She's not. This is Houdini. She's not Houdini. She cannot find her way out. Yours is reversed, so it's just literally all in your head. You can get out of the situation, but it's all in your head. Let go of your fear. With the 6 of Swords, it's again, you want to move on. Here's you in your boat, you rowing. Here's all the troubled water, and there's your beautiful, calm sunshine, beautiful mountains, beautiful, there's all the beauty, and everything you've ever wanted is just over there. You just need to get out of this trouble. And the only way you're going to do that is to let go. Allow the situation to unfold. Carry on with your temperance. Carry on with your finding peace and moderation. Let go. This is literally your negative thoughts. This is not going to happen. It's only because you are too scared. Okay. Well, as you can see, your answer is just a no. It's gotcha. Planning delays, waiting for signal to move. You're literally you're too caught up in your head. So if you're looking to bring in a new love affair, for example, you can't, because you might be holding on, for example, to a partner. You might be too jealous, or you don't let them go, or you refuse to allow them to go. So then, the relationship will just become stagnant. Whatever it is that you're trying to bring in, everything is just stopped. Okay. And it's because of your negative thoughts. Okay, so stop juggling all the problems in your head. Have a little bit more patience, have a little bit more peace in your life. Maybe take each puzzle piece, look at it, and decide, does this puzzle need to be in my head? If not, get rid of it. Does this person need to be in my head? If not, get rid of it. And work through each and every thing that you're dealing with. Whatever you're struggling with, it's just you. It's no one else. It's just you. Go within, and it's time to change. You can get here. You can get to this happiness where the sun is shining and it's beautiful, calm waters. You can get out of your choppy waters right now. But you have to get out of your head. You have to get out of your negative thoughts, and you have to find a lot more peace and love in yourself and love in your own life. Okay. So once again, your message is very clear. It's a no, because you need to change. Okay. Well, I hope something with that resonates with you. Please comment down below, and I will chat to you soon. Pile number 3. Hello and welcome. Okay, so those of you who chose unicorn. Okay. So the word that jumps out to me is trust. So whatever your situation, they're asking you to trust. Okay. They're telling you that the situation is honest, it's real, it's trustworthy, it's innocent, that it's really and truly, it's beautiful. I mean, look at that beautiful unicorn. So it's saying to you, just trust it, like, the honesty and the innocence of this pure white unicorn. So it's pure. Okay. Right, let's get into your reading and see. Okay, so before we get into your yes or no, I will get into your tarot cards. Let's see what's going on, and then we will give you an outcome to it. Right. So our current situation, we have got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Our expectations, we have got the Queen of Cups. Our hidden message, we have got the Nine of Pentacles. Our advice card, we have got the Six of Rods. It's reversed. And our outcome is the King of Cups. Okay, so. Right, so there's something new you're wanting to bring into your life at the moment, but you've got a lack of faith in it. Okay. So, yeah, you having too many fears around the situation. You are so scared that it's not going to turn out for you. So you're just lacking the insight. You're not really too sure whether this is the right thing for you or not. Okay. Your emotions are what's affecting the situation as well. Okay. So, you're way too emotional, and you need to kind of step out and maybe use your heart more than your head, but at the same time, don't overthink it. Okay. Again, when I look at this card, it's innocence, trust, and honesty. You can trust the situation. Okay. Try and take your emotions out of it for a little while, and see the potential to what's being offered to you. Okay. Or the potential in this new that you're trying to bring in. So the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, that's a card of self-sufficiency. It's a beautiful card of someone who really does get everything they want. It's a card of really just, there's this woman sitting in the background is her castle. She's surrounded by money. She's dressed in the most expensive clothing. She can afford to have her hair done. She's surrounded by her vineyard. This is a self-empowered woman. This is someone who really gets everything that she's wanted. Okay. She's got peace. She's got happiness. She's got contentment. Okay. So that's what the situation will bring you. Okay. If you just trust it. Okay. So stop overthinking everything. Because you got the Six of Rods. Now, Six of Rods upright is success. It's, once again, it's trotting on your horse, proudly telling everyone, ha ha, look at me, I have got everything. So that's her going, ha ha ha, but yours is reversed. So I think what they're saying to you is, maybe it's just time to get your victory with the situation, but maybe you just need to just look at your values a little bit more. So maybe once again, get your emotions out of it. And maybe you just don't need to show the world. Like, for example, you don't need to share it all on Facebook right now, because maybe just say, for example, okay, so you've started a new love, okay, and you're not too sure if this is the person, or if you're not too sure if you can trust the person. And they're saying there is victory here, and maybe just keep it to yourself for a little while. Get your emotions out of it. So what, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, even though I think that you can trust it. I think that this person is trustworthy and honest and innocent. But maybe if you are too scared, maybe just keep it to yourself, keep the victory within, okay? You don't have to share this victory to the world right now, if you fear. And the outcome is the King of Cups. So this is security, abundant, Midas touch. This is a wealthy leader, someone who is very emotional and this is just really security, no more struggle. Someone who, if this is your man, or you're asking about, or woman, please, swap it accordingly. Then, yes, this is, think about it. Look at this. You've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is your mate. Either which way, the Cups is very emotional. This is someone who's emotional. It's someone that's fantastic. They are your king, and if you're a man, then she is your queen. Okay, this is definitely full of fulfillment. You don't need to shout it out to the world yet if you're not ready for it. But you know what? Hey, it's definitely it. That's your romantic outcome. If it's a business situation that you're dealing with, it's the same thing. It's your emotions. You are so scared of it failing that you don't want to trust it. This is honest. This is something you can trust. You will get your wish fulfillment. You will literally get everything you've ever wanted. Okay, you will have the self. And yes, you can celebrate your little victories to yourself. They might be in your head. You might not have to get accolades and ride your horse out there and let everyone throw things at you, throwing roses as you prance along the things. Sometimes this will bring you just an inner rewards, okay? And it's going to bring you the leadership and the success that you're wanting, okay? So we'll get into a yes or no, even though I think that this is just a yes. But you know what? Let's just, for shits and giggles. Okay, so I'm going to have to squish these cards in here. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay, so this is a massive yes. I'll bring it back a little bit so you can see. All the cards are here. It's yes, 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 yes. Okay. This is definitely, if you were looking for a new love, a deep connection, you wanting to know if this is the man for you or the woman for you, it's yes. This will definitely bring you everything. It's happiness. You've got the Nine of Coins twice here. Look at that, which is fulfillment, happiness, love, family, emotional fulfillment, support, money. Wow, it's celebration, guys. It's a yes. This is 100% massive, big yes. Okay, this will bring you the fulfillment and the romance and the love and whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever your question was, the answer is yes. Okay. Oh, lovely. Yay. You see, this week has definitely been a lot better than last week, and at least I've got one yes. Yes, last week everything was just a no and was about fighting, and maybe that's the kind of energies we've been going through. Maybe we're all just fighting, or we're having inner conflict or inner fights. And anyway, that's a lovely pile to end with. So please comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and I will chat to you all soon. Goodbye.